Alright, hey, hi, hello. How's it going, guys? My name is ZetaRayZod, and welcome back to more Beacon Pines. Now, before I begin, be sure to like, subscribe, and get that bell on so you stay up to date on all my latest videos. So, last we left off, we were hanging out with, well, I think we made up with Rollo, but, I think we went back in time to change stuff, so instead of, you know, when we hung out at Beck's place, instead of it raining, we changed it to break, so it stopped raining, and that's when we met Rollo at the treehouse with Bex. He wasn't upset. I guess he was more upset at the fact that he waited and then it started to rain, and the stuff that he made got kind of like destroyed. Yeah, so that's why I guess he got mad. But yeah, but now that we've met each other, you know, we're trying to uncover more about what's going on, because on the way to the treehouse we found out that Grandma was one of the people wearing the hazmat suit. So, you know, remember that one that tried to grab me? I don't think that's her, because Luca said that he broke the mask of that one. So it's gotta be someone else. I'm thinking it's either Mrs. Fratelli or Mr. Tolliver, because she hangs out with them quite a bit. But yeah, so we're underneath the house, our house, because we found a secret little, like, what, cubby behind the porcelain set that Grandma brought along. So we're kind of looking around, and we found some suspicious stuff. I'm not sure how it's related yet, but let's just keep looking around. What do we have here? Barrels marked caution, explosive, and jam jars? That's enough jam to feed the whole town. Oh my. What kind of incendiary jams are Gran making? Incendiary! She wouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs. Right? I don't think she would. Because I think in the previous one, do you remember when we became... Oh, I remember why we restarted. Do you remember when we became friends with Rollo again and we were hanging out in the treehouse? Everything froze over? I remember that Grandma sent us a note saying that she's doing it for us, so I don't think she would ask us to carry around bombs, would she? Only one way to find out.
Rollo casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
Huckleberries.
He smacked his lips.
Hint of brown sugar. And... ink? What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
Aha!
Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Mrs. Fratelli. I knew it. I told you. It's Miss Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver. A grand gem, Graham? It says, last night I used to disguise errors provided scout the location. The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go. She plans to blow up. I think I see what's going on. I think some way or other she thinks that Perennial Harvest is responsible for her son's death, and maybe the daughter-in-law or daughter, I don't know, like, I don't know who she's related to. Maybe she thinks Perennial Harvest is related. Maybe they are, and she's trying to bomb them. She's trying to blow them up. Because if we recall, I think it was a dream, if I'm not mistaken, that Luca had, that he saw the town on fire, right? So maybe that's Gran's doing. Maybe she overdid it. And that's why she's working with the Valentine Valentine family, because the Valentine family feels they're being ousted by Perennial Harvest, so it's kind of like they got a mutual enemy in terms of Perennial Harvest. Gran wants to get rid of them, Valentine wants to get rid of them, so maybe that's why. I think that's what's going on. Are you doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. It's more a bombshell than a bomb, am I right? You're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad joke guy around here. Okay, that's everything.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Cool. This looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rollo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to town. And if we follow it...
Rollo carefully traced the path with his finger.
It leads right to Perennial Harvest.
He jabbed down at the end point.
Town Square? Well, Perennial Harvest is near there. That's the fountain in the middle of town. What a weird place to hide treasure. Oh wait, that's not the middle. That's not where Perennial Harvest is. Rollo, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on that map has the same symbol as these explosives over there. So it's not hiding treasure. A real bummer. Roll, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival. Oh. Did you just say gulp? Gulp. This feels like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival. Not if we stop her. Oh shit. What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What was that? What was what? No, I heard it too. That was the front door. Which means someone just shut the front door. Which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. You have the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark.
Did the porcelain cupboard close on us, or if it's open, someone's gonna know.
Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps. The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall. Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Crap. Oh. It's Mr. Tolliver. Hello?
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Oh, it's open. Anyone down there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
Oh. Yoo-hoo!
Thump.
I'm not here to hurt anyone.
Thump.
I'm just here to help. Just...
Thump. At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Huh. Guess nothing.
Rollo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Rollo, don't.
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway.
What's he doing?
He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Flaming chicken coop!
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Rollo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I didn't know if I had it in me. There was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rollo, that was awesome. Wait, did you just kill that person?
Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
You sure clobbered him good, Rollo. He's knocked out cold.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
We know it's... Yeah, see? Of course it's Mr. Tolliver. Sheesh. You can tell by his outline. Mr. Tolliver. I knew it.
Chapter 7. The Interrogation of Hiram Tolliver. Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
Kill him. Run the classic good cop, hard cop.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation. Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times. Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver.
It's not even tied, Jesus.
Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, 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 Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless.
He's not even
Rollo
awake.
Spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver!
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the world?
The chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking questions here, punk. Now hold on, let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. As for you, looks like you're sweating.
The doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way, or... well, let's just say I've never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Now dance. What? I don't even...
Mr. Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
Oh, poor guy. You've tied me down hard enough, can I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans. What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran. Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, huh? Blow up the festival? Good lord!
He shook his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you've got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. Source? What's the source? It's where...
His voice faded to a whisper.
The town began. Where it all began. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold.
Where is she? I
Rollo
was channeling
spun
my inner
around with
Batman.
a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rollo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began? The fountain. Is that what they're talking about? We need more information. Yeah, but we better not push Mr. Tolliver any further. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival. Nah, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library. Yeah, see? If there's any information about the source thing, Kato can help us find it. Let's go get some answers. Alright, hey bro. It's a dang nice library. Thanks, we work hard in it. Aren't you a little young to be a librarian? Oh, Kato hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes. They got you working for free? It's quiet, and I get access to all the books I can read. What more can a person want? Fair enough. What can I do for you all? We need a favor. I already told you in Rolo. I can't put you any higher in the waitlist for the next Hangatomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing, we sort of don't know. What do you got in the history of the town? Huh. There's the county record archives. What's in those? Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading. But they do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there.
Chapter 8. 6 feet under, 3 towns over. The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance.
It's gotta be the fountain, right?
Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. I have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of those asinine death records. Rollo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life, until he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you got a better idea, spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. And it will be boring counting your records that kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
Yeah, your county record. Really? That's the best you got? Your county record? When I'm done with you, you'll be a footnote in history. Just like...
Beck slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey. All a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name back? In the obit? J. Hartford. From the Brookfield Tribune 20 years ago. That can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford. It's my grand's name, Juniper Hartford. Oh shit, that's not Grandma. Maybe there were two Juniper J. Hartfords. Mrs. Hartford survived by her young daughter E. Hartford. My mom's name's Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy. If your grand is 6 feet under 3 towns over, and who am I living with?
The question hung in the air.
Oh, dude, that's creepy. Alright, gang, I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10. Oh crap, Pa's gonna kill me. I gotta go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? I'll think of something.
Luca's heart was pounding as he approached the house. If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Who is that? Oh, Grant's here.
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely. She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Oh, shit. What if we talk to her? Hey, Gran! But who is it? Is that really Gran? Because he did say... He left it open? Are you shitting me? He's not here. Oh no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left it without a trace.
Or maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars,
What?
unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
Or you could go upstairs. I'm afraid your jam delivery will be delayed.
He flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed. Okay, now I can think. So if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing's wrong. Gran don't think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. Or she's waiting upstairs. Oh, she's not. She's not there. Oh, dude, this is creepy as shit. Gran? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed and play it cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened.
It's the jam.
His stride began to falter. He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
Come on, legs. Just a few more steps. Oh.
Luca groaned and tried to move. His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
The germ. I knew it. Oh, it's Gran. She knew! She knew all along. Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? She's dragging me. Rest now, and let me handle everything.
Chapter 9. A speech to end all speeches. Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him? Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed? Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
Festival. Priorities. Have fun. Ugh, okay. Gran's not here. This thing's open though. You think she'd close it since she cares so much. Okay, I don't think Gran's here. If not, I think Luca would have said something, right? Yeah, she's not here. This is a nice little house though. Where have you been? Gran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirators. Not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncreed. Put me to sleep. Whoa, ho, ho. Sly devil. Sly. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. Might be in danger. Have you found anything? Looked around but haven't seen anything odd. Gran's nowhere to be found. Mr. Nuncreed's just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone's gathering at the stage. Let's get moving. Oh, everybody's here.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
I've never seen those little buddies on the right. Everybody here? Yeah, everybody's here. Is this thing? Shit. Hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. Oh yes, before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. Even that's more than the old codger deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right, where was I?
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Gus Valentine, everyone.
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it for our mayor. Poor guy. What a great turnout. Aw, heck, I didn't prepare anything. But I suppose I could say a few words. It'd be a shame to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Of course he did. Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable. Inexorable? Unavoidable and undeniable. And I am dadgum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
From the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, commitment, change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
He's a good speaker. Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing's more important to you all than community. And Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
Good. That's actually a good. If you're ever in a public speaking opportunity, what you're supposed to do is, they always tell you to look left. Find someone to focus on the left. Find someone to first focus on the right, and then someone in the middle. So just like that. So it gives you the impression that you're addressing everybody. Right? The only way you made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction. a conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
Crescendo. Oh shit, I didn't let it finish. We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. Okay. What was that?
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder is gonna ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was that? Through all my travels, I have learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We have all planted a lot of good in this town. And so, it is with a happy heart that I can proclaim.
He raised his hands up to the heavens.
Our harvest awaits. Okay.
At that moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched. For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time. The end.
Okay, that's not it too.
There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything! Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again. No, I don't mean that.
Keep playing my game.
We've come a little closer this time. We just need to try again. Please.
Who the hell is she? Oh, I have two here. Be sly or be chill. Interesting. But okay, you know what? I think that's a good time to leave this episode off here. We will continue this off in the next episode. I think we'll continue off from here instead of here, because I do have one thing to do here. But it kind of seems that... oh, we could flight here too. Oh, no. I don't know which one's right. But we'll continue on with this path, and then we'll see what happens. And then... I mean, who knows? This might be a dead end. This might not be a dead end. If not, we can always continue this side. We've got a couple of choices to make over here, and we'll see what happens. So for now, if you like what you see and you like what you hear, be sure to like, subscribe, and get that bell on so you stay up to date on all my latest videos. As always, be safe, take care, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace!